I tune into silence. I may have thoughts, feelings, a certain way of being in the moment, but all of that is held in the vast eternity of the self. I tune into the farthest sound from me, and I try to hear it very precisely. Behind that sound, the sound of the birds in my case, is silence. Silence holds sound, formless holds the form. Silence holds sound, formless holds the form. And I extend my being to become that formless that is holding the form, to become wide and vast and expand myself as wide as I can. I am not just this being seated in my body. I am also the vast conscious presence that's vast and infinite and has no end. It is extending in all directions as a substance, as a spirit, as a light, as a substance of peace and quietude and purity. In me, all the movements happen, but I am that vastness, that quiet, silent, calm vastness. As I extend into that vastness, I dissolve my restlessness into it, my fears into it, my anxiety into it. It's like a vast sky, and I am that sky in which worries and fears are simply like clouds. They form and then they rain, and I remain untouched as that vast, wide, expansive presence that is upholding all of it. Relaxed into that vastness, I come back to the center. I come back to my heart. Where there is a sweet little mother seated in thy heart. You are so happy together, you shall never part. And the secret is this sweet little mother is thy soul. There's a white golden flame in your heart. No matter what emotions you're feeling, allow them to be. You take a step back and you tune into a golden white flame that is lit in your heart. Something sacred exists in your heart. Something within you which is untouched by the impressions of life and yet absorbs all experiences of life and evolves. It is made of the divine eternal presence, and yet it has the power and possibility to evolve. When you look at the flame, you will see that even as the flame moves, it's still and quiet and made of something which is not from this world. An aspiration, the Agni. When you really concentrate on the Agni, on the flame, slowly you feel like you're entering into another world in which the physical world exists, but it is not a physical world unto itself. It's a world of light, of radiating light. Sometimes when we make an eye contact, we see a certain sparkle in some people's eyes. That sparkle is made of the light of the soul. When we are happy and joyful and delighted, our eyes shine. That shine is made of the light of the soul. The soul is luminous, it is lit, it is warm and aspiring. And thus, when we look at a flame, we are reminded of this part of us which is in aspiration, stable, still, and yet aspiring and moving upwards. And as we tune into that part, our entire being, all our energies aspire and move upwards. As embodied flame, as an embodied aspiration. You are seated inside a white and golden flame. The white and golden flame that on one hand is like a blanket of mother's love in which you are safe and you're protected and you're loved. And on the other hand, it's a glowing aspiration. It's a glowing aspiration of your soul, of the divine, that wishes for you to come alive with joy, love, exactly as you are into this world, and just by you being yourself, being the power of love that you are, transforming the world. There is a white and golden flame in your heart, and you are a part of the white and golden flame. There is a sweet little mother seated in your heart, and you are seated in the lap of the sweet big mother. You're embraced and loved from outside. You are touched and ignited and lit from inside. And to this flame you offer. You offer your fears, your guilt, your anxiety, your resentment, your anger, your grief, your sadness. There is nothing to be depressed. There is nothing to be sad. We live in a world full of light and joy and the Divine's grace. And the soul is untouched from the impressions and the experiences of life, and the soul is eternal. It does not die. So what is there to be sad? All that is happening on earth is nothing but an evolution where this eternal spirit is trying to manifest itself into matter. So matter itself becomes conscious, ignited, beautiful, and loving. There is nothing to be anxious about, nothing to be restless about. There is nothing in the past that you haven't closed. Past is nothing but your thought playing in the present. It's nothing real in itself. The moment you change your attitude towards the past, it transforms, it changes. But you must believe into your very pulse and cell that there is a divine will, a divine grace that is working through things. You are doing the best you can, and each one of you, each one of us, each one who exists on earth is doing the best that they can with the information that they have. And behind it all, there is the hand of the divine. There is the hand of the divine love and the divine will, which is working out things. And you allow it to happen. You allow it to work things out. Coming back to concentrating in the center of our hearts. Sweet little mother seated in your heart, and you are seated in the lap of the sweet big mother. You are in a golden white flame, and a golden white flame exists in your heart. You are wide and vast and yet concentrated, And all your worries, anxieties, and fears, you put it at the feet of the Mother and allow it to be dissolved in the vast presence of quietude and silence. Just like when you offer something into the vast ocean, it simply dissolves. It has no power to overwhelm the quietude of the vast and silent waters. A ripple cannot disturb the vast and quiet waters.